Water. Anezka, water, I beg of thee. I thirst. I starve.
I am Ekaterina the Wise, Ekaterina the Promethean, Ekaterina, the leader of the Bruja clan. We are the children of Cain, and now thou art one of us.
God have mercy on my soul. I am damned.
Steady now, whelp. Thou lackst the strength to fight, and I would slice thee in twain without hesitation.
Thou must feed, my child, before the hunger overtakes thee and drives thee mad.
Am I now a miserable demon, stealing blood to live? Damned and cursed to hell? Is this all that remains of noble Christof?
Nay, my child. There is far more to thee than ever before. Thou art Bruja now. We Bruja are the philosophers of Cain's lineage. Where other clans treasured gold and trinkets, we sought pure wisdom. We strove to unravel the thorny knots that bind the very gates of heaven. Are we damned? Nay, we are exalted. In fabled Carthage, we lived in concordance with all mortals. Together we sought the secrets of Eden, that the children of Cain and the children of Seth would be raised up. But the hated Ventru grew jealous of our power. The patrician clan betrayed us and tried to destroy us. We survived, but fabled Carthage did not. Despite this great loss, we Prometheans continue our search for harmony with all mortals.
We are the most noble of our breed, Christof. We seek only the fulfillment of the dream that was Carthage. But we need thy help to achieve this goal. A war lies ahead. A terrible battle that calls for warriors like us.
Wars among devils do not concern me.
We will cause thee to think otherwise, whelp.
Enough, Cosmos. The Bruja blood needs time to cool. Come, let us leave our young one to think upon his situation. But know this, Christof, thou would have been killed or embraced by our enemies on this night. We have given thee life eternal, and awakened thee to the true face of thy world. I do not expect gratitude, but our clan requires loyalty or death.
There is no life in me. Even my heart has ceased to beat. My very soul has been stripped from me. There is nothing left for salvation or damnation.
Thou needs must pledge fealty to thy new mistress.
I do not agree to serve thee. I reject thee and shun thy evil works. I take my leave of thee.
Insolent whelp, I forbid it! Tempt not my wrath.
The man he was can do little else, Ekaterina.
The vampire he is must do otherwise, Cosmos.
He will learn, should he survive his own folly.
Thou speakest sagely, Cosmos. Very well, Christof. I shall not strike thee down for this one act of disobedience. And if thou leavest now, I shall not move to stop thee. But neither shall I lift my hand to save thee from reaping the fruits of such disobedience.
Then farewell, fair cruelty. I take my leave of thy damnable house and my own damnable unlife. For only in death can I find solace for the loss of my soul.
Such a death would not end thy accursed existence, but curse it even further. Shouldst thou ever meet a wraith, thou would understand that thy present torment is paradise compared to the anguish of those in the Shadowlands. Thou dost owe me a great debt for saving thee from a far greater damnation. And for that debt of life, I desire that thou heed the word of thy mistress Ekaterina, at least until thou hast sense enough to come in out of the sun. Do that, and guard my back on an important mission, and I will consider our account settled. Now, let us return to Ekaterina.
Christof, thou must understand that our enemies are legion, and none more vile than Clan Zamitsi, which infests Prague like a plague. The fiends seek thy death in payment for the slaying of Azra and her Shlachta servitors. If thou art to survive, thou must quickly master the powers of thy blood. Thou must pay heed to all our laws, or thou wilt become a gibbering monster like the Zamitsi. Our first law.
Mistress Ekaterina, I crave thy indulgence. Christof is a man of action. His learning shall be the greater on the field of battle than the parlors of the Prometheans. Let me take him on my mission to Garanal's haven, where he may learn our ways firsthand. I could use a stout broadsword protecting my back.
Christof is not yet ready.
Verily, he is as ready as he shall ever be.
I would have thy counsel, Cosmos.
Christof is no Bruja philosopher. His hot blood cools too much when he has no mission and curdles. Send him forth. If he survives, he will have mastered our ways.
Very well. Christof, go thou with Wilhelm Stryker. Trust what he says if thou wouldst outlive the night. Go, my swordsman, and strike deep into the lair of our dear ally, Garanal the Cappadocian.
Time to cut thy teeth, fledgling. Let us go forth and bring the fight to the foe. Ekaterina is a scholar, not a warrior born. She would keep her fledgling studying vampire lore in her nest till Gehenna comes, and never hurl them from the nest to test their wings. But I cannot spend hours debating Cainite wisdom in a university. Give me a stout broadsword in my hand, and the sweet taste of my foe's blood on my tongue, and I have all the wisdom I need. And I suspect thou art akin to me.
I am not akin to thee, blood guzzler. I strike only those that deserve my steel. I do not murder the innocents to gorge on their blood.
Thou shalt feed upon blood, or thou shalt die. But thou need not kill to do so. Drink only so much blood as will sustain thee. Suffer thy prey to live on, for to kill during the feeding is to violate our Promethean ethic. And that way lies the beast.
The beast?
A beast born of Cain's sin doth coil within thy breast, Christof. Keep it at bay, or be lost forever. Acts of cruelty unleash that beast, until it rules thee, as it rules many of Azra's kin.
The beast made them madmen?
Nay, the mad vampires are called Malkavian. Shouldst thou meet one, God help thee. Shouldst thou need his assistance, God cannot help thee. Nay, the beast is not mere madness, but demonic possession by the curse of Cain. We Prometheans are wayfarers in the land of the beast, but we stray not from the road of humanity, the Via Humanitas. By our acts of compassion are we saved from the jaws of the beast. Remember this always, or be devoured from within. Thou hast life everlasting, so long as thou keepest thy pallid flesh hidden from the sun's hateful rays. The life-giving sun only brings death to the likes of us. Each day we must retreat to our haven in the chambers below the university.
Stand thy ground!
To ye, young sir. You have my hand on it. Is a deal.
I grow faint.
The hunger overcomes thee. The beast strengthens as thou weaken from lack of blood. Canst thou feel him uncoiling in thy heart? Thou must feed.
Feed or die, Christof, for I shall kill thee before I let the beast claim thee.
Only what thou needs, Christof, no more. Behold, his wound vanishes. Monsieur shouldn't drink so much wine, eh, Christof? Do not worry, he'll wake up and know nothing of what has happened. Most mortals find great pleasure in the dark kiss. Ekaterina tells us that in Carthage, the mortals happily submitted to it. Thou mayst draw forth blood from me.
These powers tempt me to dark acts. How easily could I rain devastation on all who vex me.
Thy fear and thy power conspire to make of thee a beast. Seek thee an anchor for thy humanity, a rock to cling to when storms come.
Anezka.
Love for a mortal is the most dangerous of all anchors.
I must see Anezka.
That is most unwise. The cheerful world of daylight is lost to thee.
I must see her again, just to look upon her for a moment.
Ekaterina would not be pleased. Oh, very well. Shouldst thou display valor on our mission this night, I shall take thee to the convent, but only for a moment to glimpse her as she sleeps. Now come, our mission lies ahead.
Hello, young one. What is it you... But hold. You do look so strangely. Ah, they have hurt you. The Canaanites have taken ye for their own. Oh, my poor boy. But fear not. Unorna neither fears ye nor casts ye out. I'll help ye, if I can. Take care.
Behold Petrin Hill Monastery, haven of the Cappadocian vampires in Prague.
The monks are vampires?
Nay, the Cappadocians lurk in the desecrated crypts below the monastery, out of sight of the monks who provide them with fresh blood. Only those monks that serve Garanal know the real master of the monastery.
What is our mission?
A mission of misfortune. Wise and noble Garanal is friend and ally to Ekaterina. I take no pleasure in storming his home, but Ekaterina has divined that the Cappadocians have stolen from her. We seek to retrieve a precious fragment of the Book of Nod, the wisdom of the ancient Canaanites.
Why would Garanal steal from her?
We know not. Until we learn all, we cannot let them know we serve Ekaterina. The Cappadocians are a strange clan, Christof. They seek to understand death and the secrets of the grave. Prepare thyself. Their halls are guarded by the walking dead.
The stench of death taints this holy place.
'Tis fitting for the clan of death.
Final death to thee, my Canaanite brothers! The oblivion thou seeks is upon thee!
Behold, the mural depicts Cain as God's favored son. Every child knows that Cain's sacrifice of grain vexed the Lord, and Abel's sacrifice of the blood of a lamb satisfied the Lord. But mysterious old Cainites tell us that the Lord craved blood and reveled in Cain's second sacrifice, the blood of his brother Abel. the Lord raised up Cain over the other sons of Adam. He freed him from plowing the earth for food and set a mark on him that he live forever. Garanal devoutly believes this Cainite heresy, which holds that the curse of Cain is truly a blessing.
And thou, dost thou believe the Cainite heresy?
If I am favored of the Lord, the angels have not seen fit to tell me of it.
I am weak to lack of precious blood.
To the abyss with thee!
Thou dost fight thy allies with great zeal, Wilhelm.
I take no pleasure in it. I just do what must be done. The only one I will not fight is Garanal, the leader of the Cappadocians. I chose to strike this night because Garanal and his assistant Sarina have an audience with the Cainite Prince of Prague, Rudolf Brandl, and will not be here.
Stand thy ground. Stand thy ground.
More dark worship. Is there no end to the vampiric taste for blasphemy?
Gerunald celebrates the transfiguration of death, but I do not share his fondness for the grave. I have died once to become a Cainite, and do not seek to die again. I stand.
To the abyss with thee! To the abyss with thee!
Return to me.
An earthen floor blankets this room.
Aye, the Cappadocians do bury their newly embraced in a ritual of death.
To the abyss with thee!
Thy mind is troubled, warrior. Let us soothe the tumult in thy mind with the comfort of the tomb.
Tis Garonol's study, now to find the key that unlocks the secrets of the dead.
key. A key in the form of a finger bone.
Return to me.
The abyss with thee!
We have cut a shroud.
The abyss with thee!
Come and wear it.
What beast once wore this skull upon its neck?
My newest child, Mercurio, hath proved a tainted blessing. Though he is ambitious and untrustworthy, he has added much to the protection of this house. He drinks the power of death with an unquenchable thirst, and could become the greatest student of the grave, but he hath little respect for our ancient alliances with the other Canaanites, and could reawaken old feuds. The ungrateful puppy even seeks to seal his crypt from me. Does he not know that I can crack his sealed crypt at any time with my anointed skull of the Lamia? Alas, but I do require Mercurio's aid until such time as I can fathom the secrets of the golem and gain its protection. I would that I had the lore of Rabbi Mordecai ben Judah to aid my experiments, but as I lack the wisdom of the Kabbalists, I would deal with the devil himself in these parlous times.
If Mercurio is charged with the protection of this haven, I wonder that we have not yet faced him.
I would have words with this Mercurio. Venerable Garanel should not have to rely upon an untrustworthy child.
comes thou here? Flee now, and the great Mercurio will not smite thee.
So, hiding like a rat in a hole, whilst thy kin fight valiantly in defense of thy theft, thou art a clotpole of a coward.
I hide not. My work is too important. Work thou hast interrupted. I shall crack open the tree of life and uncover all the secrets of death and life.
Canst thou restore mortal life to a vampire?
Soon, very soon, I shall have such secrets. Smite thy Bruja ally, and thou shalt be the first to be restored when the secrets of death are mine.
Nay, thou art false. Give us the nod fragment, or my blade shall teach thee the secrets of death.
Nay, thou wilt tell Garanol of my theft. 'Tis better I bury thee in a secret grave, with stakes of oak piercing thy heart, and a wraithworm shall hollow out thy noble brows and robust cheeks.
The signs of Gehenna, Canto 4. So too, our grandsires will rise from the ground. They will break their fast on the first part of us. They will consume us whole.
What means this dire portent?
This is a great secret known to a few wise vampires. The Book of Nod tells us that the 13 ancient founders of the vampire clans will one day rise from their age-old sleep. When these antediluvians emerge from torpor, they shall fall upon us, their descendants, and gorge their unholy thirst upon our blood. The day they rise is called Gehenna, or the Winnowing, and it signals the end of all that is. We know not how to prevent it, but even now Ekaterina searches for a way.
Why didst thou not tell me of this? With such evil barking at our heels, we must hasten our work.
Forgive us. Most young Cainites are not ready to hear it. They mistrust their sire, and that we cannot have.
The reeky, bat-fouling old Potok fears that I seek to betray him. But he shall not know with a certainty until the last of his sludge blood oozes from his pus-ridden corpse. The old maggot pie needeth my power in defense of his withered haven, and shall overlook my indiscretions. So I must keep his mewling household in a frenzy, defending themselves from aggrieved villains. I shall steal from the beslubbering Bruja to draw their wrath upon him. However, should his crusty majesty plumb the secrets of the golem, he shall need me no longer. So, I shall pollute the rabbi's gall-faced golem with grave rot, making it useless to him. Then shall I drink the old leper's blood before the moon hath fully waned.
Not trespassed into our haven. 'Twas his false servant Mercurio. We were fortunate to find the fragment before another clan could learn of it. Others might not have spared Garanol in the search. I can carry no more. We must hurry. Dawn approaches. The sun is a destroyer now, Christof. Remember this. During the day, thou must find a place to rest where no sunlight can enter. Let us return to the university, where Katerina shall surely celebrate our triumph.
I cannot share thy pleasure over such a deed.
Come now. Before thy embrace, did thou not slay evil creatures? Behold, thy mission survives even thy death.
That is scant solace for the loss of my soul.
Thou dost brood too much upon events thou cannot change, Christof. Seek consolation in our Promethean mission. Bury thy woe in the blood-drenched soil of battle. I have found that the fury of war weaves enchantments that soothe even the most troubled heart, kindred and kind alike.
I well know the seduction of warfare.
Then thou knowest the joy of cutting a bloody swath through thy foeman.
The only joy I felt was in doing the work of heaven as a soldier of God. I have done nothing to warrant this fallen state. How can God allow men to become demons? How can God snatch away the promise of salvation?
God allows the innocent child on the battlefield to cry and does nothing. So why should God prevent the misery of a killer like unto thee?
I do not know. I have not considered these things.
Come, I promise thee a trip to the convent, but make haste. Dawn comes quickly.
Christof? My love?
Thou art accursed, if Christof be thy love.
Nay, do not go, my lord. Let me look upon thee. Good my lord, forgive me. I was filled with fright to behold thee. Thy comely face is now sicklied over with a pale cast, and I scarcely recognized thee. Forgive me. Thou hast been gone so long, we feared for thy life.
Thou feared aright, for I am dead to the world, and my soul is lost.
Do I behold a ghost? Nay, I touch thy arm, and I know thou art flesh and blood.
Not flesh, only blood.
My lord, thy words do fill my heart with fear, and I tremble. Good my lord, why dost thou look so strangely upon me?
My mind is filled with thoughts of such base villainy. My hunger for thee is stronger now than when my heart did pump its own warm blood.
I know not what misfortune weighs so heavily upon thy soul, or has driven the rosy warmth from thy cheek, but the heavenly powers can banish all such darkness.
Should they banish this darkness, they would banish all that is left of me.
Say not so. My lord, I know thy heart, and thy soul is pure.
My heart, my soul. Thy words torment me with remembrance of all that I have lost. I was a fool to have come here. I must never return to a house of God.
Nay, I pray thee stay. My honored lord, thy soul is in peril.
My honored lady, my soul is lost. My cause is doomed, and I am damned. I go. I will not look upon thee again.
Then I pray thee, my lord, receive this token of me. 'Tis but a small amulet of St. Jude. Thou didst give it me, and it hath soothed the pangs of mine own heart that began when first I beheld thee, and a desperate, hopeless love did grow in my breast. Mayhap it will be some consolation to thy doomed cause.
Art thou deaf, woman? My cause is lost!
Therefore do I offer thee the amulet of Jude, patron saint of lost causes.
Oh.
Thou, sweet heavens, guide him.
Good day to ye, young sir.
say to ye?
This is most excellent, Wilhelm. Our alliance with the Cappadocians shall strengthen when I reveal Mercurio's treachery to Garanol. Wilhelm, thou art a Bruja of surpassing splendor. Our grandsire Bruja himself would feel pride at this.
In modesty, mistress, I could not have done it without Christof's aid.
He has done well.
Christof performed admirably, my sire. I believe he is ready to know of the oncoming struggle.
What struggle is this?
The Jihad. The great war of all the vampire clans. The Tzimisce against the Tremere, and us against both.
The Tremere?
The Tremere were once a house of mages, part of the Order of Hermes. They stole Cain's gift from an ancient of our kind, an antediluvian, one of Cain's grandchildren. They seek to infiltrate and control all the world. They couple the power of Cain with the ways of unspeakable magic.
The fiends from the Carpathians, the Tzimisce, are fighting the Tremere even as we speak. The Tzimisce have invaded the ancestral homelands of the Ventru, which puts us in a strange alliance with the very Ventru who destroyed our great city of Carthage. So, we unite with the vampire prince of Prague, the Ventru Rudolf Brandl. For now.
Thou hast reason to hate the Ventru as well, Christof. Thou fell in battle against the pagan barbarians because the Ventru made puppets of thy leaders. The Ventru sent thee into battle to stop their Tzimisce enemies. Most of the barbarians were revenants, ghoul servitors of the Tzimisce.
Other clans maintain havens here in Prague. Thou hast met the Cappadocians. The Nosferatu lurk below the graveyard in the northern quarter. Most of King Ottokar's family, the Premisils, are Tzimisce ghouls. With the entrance of the Tremere into Prague, a struggle is bound to ensue, leaving the mortals greatly abused. We must avert this horror.
Many in Prague have disappeared, including Bruja. We suspect they fell victim to the Tzimisce fiends or the usurping Tremere. We must stop the abductions.
First, we must seek to undo the damage done by the traitorous Mercurio. Mistress, I wish to approach the Jewish quarter and warn the rabbi of Mercurio's meddling. If their golem had suffered a cowardly attack, it may not be able to protect the Jews from the Tzimisce.
We have no alliance with the Kabbalists in the Jewish quarter, and they have powerful charms of faith to wield against our kind.
We have a duty to protect the mortals.
Should we deliver unto them this news, mayhap the Jews will owe us a boon. But we have much to do first. In 3 nights' time thou may deliver thy message. Take Christof with thee, but beware. The Kabbalists have no love for the likes of us.
3 nights' time may be too late.
After one mission with Wilhelm, thou hast become very like him. So be it. Wilhelm, take Christof to the Jewish quarter this night and warn the rabbi.